Finally, I want to thank Caprice for sending in this one. What happens when one cop pulls over another cop for speeding? It happened last week in Florida. The video, the body cam video was stunning. An unidentified deputy with the Seminole County Sheriff's Department spotted an SUV doing 80 in a 45. Mm-hmm. This was no ordinary SUV. It was a marked Orlando police vehicle driven by Officer Alexandro Shawani. The deputy's body cam video went viral as he hit speeds over 100 trying to catch up with the Orlando cops.
So they're both cops, but they're in different jurisdictions.
Exactly.
Yeah, makes sense.
Both got their lights going.
Yeah. Really?
Yes.
One's chasing the other.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. And then the body cam footage is
It's staggering.
It's stunning. So
eventually the Orlando cop pulls over and the deputy is like, are you ever going to freaking pull over?
Are you out of your mind here? And we take up the conversation they had on the side of the road.
Pull over. You going to pull over? Pull over.
What? I am going into work, my man. Why are you trying to pull me over as I'm going into work?
Because you're going 80 and a 45.
I am going into work.
Okay, what are you going to work for?
What does it look like I am dressed for?
What
does it look like I am dressed for?
My name is Deputy Hilton, and they see your driver's license.
No.
Okay. 10-4, I got a city Orlando PD taking off from a traffic stop.
He's leaving.
He left the scene.
He's
fleeing the
scene. He's fleeing the scene. He gone. Boy, that deputy. I would have been.
Hey!
I would have been so mad.
Because the Orlando cop, as you heard, he got out and he's in full uniform with the vest and everything.
He's like,
the bulletproof vest. What does it look like I am?
Hey, my man. Why'd you pull me
My
over?
man.
Yeah.
I'm going to work, my
I'm going
man.
to work. What do you pull me over for? But
He probably thought there's a code.
I think he did think there was a code.
I'm sure he thought
I'm sure there is a code in some.
Even between the two jurisdictions. I'm
You
sure
would
he
think
thought
there's some sort of code.
But you can't go 80 and a 45.
You got to clock in on time.
Yeah, well, but you can't do that now. No, that's above the law.
I got to clock in.
If you have your lights and siren on, people will get out of your way.
Yeah.
Did he have his lights and siren on before he?
Periodically. The Orlando cop.
When he came to
the
a
way
light.
I saw it.
Yeah, he was picking and choosing.
Yeah.
Well, he must have been the other cop must have gotten
The deputy.
Yeah, he must have started the chase before the lights came on because I would think if he saw the lights come on, he would think he's on the way to a call.
Well, no, but I mean, he might have thought too. Just if he's that far from Orlando, you don't know. Like, what's he doing this far out of the jurisdiction?
Was he that far away from?
I don't know the layout of Florida.
That's the
where's Seminole County versus Orlando?
You know, little Florida.
I'd have to look all the maps. I think it is the same.
But don't you?
Area.
I feel like if I were a sheriff's deputy and I saw a city patrolman with his lights on, I would just think, okay, he's on. I wouldn't even think twice.
Pull over at least.
Yeah, I would get if I were the guy who was the arresting officer here and he had his lights on, I wouldn't even think blink. Would you?
But he's not in. I don't think he's in Orlando. Isn't that in Orange County? I can't remember.
I have no idea.
Orlando's Orange County.
Well, maybe that's why he joined in the chase. The attitude of the guy who got caught.
My
listen
man.
to that again. Yeah.
Pull over.
You gonna pull over?
You going to pull over? Pull over.
What?
What? How dare you? I'm on the way to work. You don't see that I'm a policeman?
I am going into work, my man.
My man, what are you doing?
You're my man.
Why are you stopping?
Why are you trying to pull me over as I'm going into work?
Because you're going 80 and a 45.
I am going into work.
Okay, what are you going
What
to
does
work
it look
for?
like I am dressed for?
What
does it look like I am dressed for?
My name is Deputy Hilton, and they see your driver's license.
No.
Nope.
Okay. 10-4, I got a city Orlando PD taking off from a traffic stop.
Now, how much trouble has the guy gotten into?
A significant amount of time. The Orlando police identified the officer, my man officer, by his badge, by his cruiser. He has been A, relieved of duty, and B, charged with resisting an officer and reckless driving.
Yes, that's exactly what he did. And my dad used to say, I mean, when a cop would be rolling, at a high rate of speed with their lights on, my dad, he'd sometimes say, probably going home for lunch, just wanted us to get out of the way. He would say that, and I think that gets you in a huge amount of trouble.
Now, it would not shock me if we take, if we get phone calls or emails from people saying, I'm in law enforcement, keep me anonymous, you turn a blind eye.
I don't know
to
about
someone else in uniform.
We have an anonymous caller.
Oh, good.
Anonymous, you wanted to comment on this. Go ahead.
Hey, good morning, guys. P1 here. I definitely have a friend through a friend that wears the badge, and per him, because he wears the badge, he can go as fast as he wants to in his police car whenever, wherever, however, to get wherever to do whatever.
Not right, man. That's not right.
I've seen a few times, because sometimes with our hours, we work a little bit non-traditional hours. And sometimes I'll see someone, like an officer, stopped at a light and just bloop, 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 and then right through the red
Yeah, I
light.
see that too.
I do feel like that's one of the perks of the job.
To drive as fast as you
I think
want.
most people agree with Biggie.
To bloop bloop the lights and
Well,
drive
listen,
with the.
a light bloop bloop at 3 a.m. Okay, I'll
That's
give you
one
that.
thing.
But 80 and a 45 when you're not on the
It's
way to
broad
anything. I mean,
daylight.
that's
In the
not
middle of the
right.
day.
Now, you could hurt somebody there. That's not
Yeah.
right. I don't like that.
But most people are going to pull out of the way.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Of your car.
That's true. Of course. Bloop, bloop. And through. Yeah. I'll give you that one.
One bloop.
I'll give you one.
We've all done that going in.
I mean, I do
without
that.
the bloop bloop.
Exactly. I don't even need the bloop bloop. If nothing's coming, I'll go through that. Hey, cops and DJs.
Yeah. Where does it look like I'm going?
Man, where's it look?
My man.
Well, you're in a sloppy T-shirt and a baseball cap. Well, my
Exactly.
Man, obviously, I'm
The
going,
shelter?
Obviously, I'm going to
know
work.
who I am.
You know who I am.
Is that a rope belt and high water pants?
Yes.
You're Chris Kelly.
I'm dressed for work, aren't I?
Flooding at your house?
Let me escort you.
Thank you. It's a proper amount of respect. You turn a blind eye to a DJ.
No,
going
you're doing it right.
That's right.
Radio show coming through. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Get out of the way. Rosebud, you have a comment on these speeding cops. Go ahead.
Good morning, P1 Salisbury.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. And I told Biggie, God help me for saying this, because my father-in-law used to be a chief of police back home in New York, but I have never met a profession that feels like they're more above the law than those that are expected to enforce the law.
Wow. Well, that guy certainly had that attitude who was in there.
Yeah, what does it look like I'm dressed for?
Yeah. I know one cop pretty well, and he's one of the nicest guys and would never, I mean, he's so laid back and, humble. So he's not like that, but there may be many that are.
I'm sure
that may be the way
there
it
are
is.
plenty that are, yeah.
You get that complex.
But there are some that I know, too, that are they're just great guys.
Great guys, I know. Anonymous, you're talking about cops and the speeding cop in Florida. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm currently in the profession, and so it's not as rampant as it used to be because of GPS cameras and all that about using your license sirens when you shouldn't anymore. Everything's tracked, everything's recorded. So if you are doing that, you're going to get got eventually.
Right.
So it's not like it's not like we can just go run around and I want to go to lunch faster.
That makes sense.
Is there some sort of understanding between different departments, county versus city, perhaps?
No. So with the way the social environment is now, it's pretty much if you're doing something wrong and you come through without a reason, like running hot, you're going to get in trouble. It's not a good old boy system anymore. Where I work anyway. Now it could be
there you go.
Where other places are.
There you go. This guy, you could tell this guy in the body cam. He's young. He's like, come on, man. What are you doing?
Cut me a solid here.
That's
I'm
right.
going to work.
Thank you.
I'm one of you.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Anonymous. He told it. Yeah. One more quick call. Jackie, you're talking about the speeding cop in Florida. Go ahead.
Yeah, I grew up in a small town in New York as well, and my dad was the chief of police of our small town for 25 plus years. And whenever we would go to Florida to visit my grandparents every summer, he would stick his driver's license, registration, and insurance card inside the same wallet that held his badge.
Aha.
So when he would get pulled over, that's the wallet he would hand them. So they'd open it up, see the badge, and then see all of his driving information.
A wink and a nod.
Would he get the have a nice day, sir?
Yes, most of the time it was having. The one time he kind of pulled out of a truck stop really fast with a 35-foot RV, and they kind of gave him a stern talking to, but it was still have a good day.
Still have a good day.
Throwing you around in the back.
That's right.
It's a big RV.
That's right.
I don't have people back there.
Oh, man. Thank you, Jackie.
Jackie, hush. We're getting pulled.
The silent equivalent of the whoop, whoop. Just show him the wallet.
Yeah.
Check the wallet in there.